October 31st brought us Flower Boy Ramyun Shop, and it's still currently airing. So after I watched the first episode, I was like, this drama doesn't really grab me. But little did I know that this drama was like crack cocaine. It is so addictive. Nights and days will just blur away as you sit there addictively watching every single episode. Must go wash. Wash, yes, wash clothing. I'm gonna just wash some clothing.
No, hey, come back here. We gotta finish this.
No.
Where are you going?
BRB.
I actually hate this drama, even though I haven't seen a single episode of it. I can't tell you every bit of the story though, because Martina won't freaking stop telling me every single tiny detail of this drama. What?
Okay, this is really awesome part of the drama where...
Oh god, come on!
Just wait, it's so good, it's so good. The father doesn't know who Pororo is. It's a penguin cartoon. And so he's like, who's a penguin? And the guy's all like, who is this Pororo that he's teaching? I know, and he's like, bro. The guy's all, okay, Sarah, go back. It's
that
fine.
was this?
Go back, yes. Go back. Ducky, are you in there?
Yeah, yes.
Are you making number twos?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Something sad happened in the TV show.
Now is not the time.
Ducky, it's so sad. She's like crying. She thinks that this guy is her dad, and she's like, Appa, it was so shh.
Can I just wait?
And Ducky was so sad, so much. It is the saddest thing. I'll tell you all about it in detail. Okay, I'm gonna sit on the floor here and keep you company.
No, wait.
Okay, so Ducky.
Thank you, Flower Boy Ramyun Shop, for spoiling my conversations with my wife. Thanks, you jerk.
Now, from the title and the preview of this drama, I thought this would be a very simple plot, but it's actually surprisingly complicated. There are so many random events that occur to help us get to know the main character, Eunbi. If I had to boil it down for you without ruining it too much, I'd basically have to say that Eunbi is struggling between being a teacher or between taking over her father's slightly ghetto ramyun shop. Various run-ins with Gujung-pyo, Cha Chi-soo, a spoiled and rich high schooler, causes her infamous temper to boil over and jumpstart a chain of events. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to say anything else. Oh yeah, and some ridiculously adorable, super big, giant Korean guy claims to be her husband, and he's really nice and he makes food for her and everything, and Eunbi is trying to fight against this for some crazy reason. Eunbi, come here, a little closer. Come here, a little closer. The only complaint I have is the standard complaint that sometimes Korean dramas have a lot of overacting in them. It's not present all the time in this drama, but when it rears its ugly head, it really has me like rolling my eyes and wishing they didn't make her act like that.
It seems to us that Korean comedies sometimes really rely on over-exaggeration and really close-up camera work, instead of just using some good old-fashioned quality acting. To us, it sometimes just looks really awkward and stupid. Sure, it works sometimes on TV, but just take a step back and imagine what this would look like if you saw this from a distance.
But don't let some occasional overacting deter you. I'd highly recommend this drama. It'll have you laughing in one second and crying at the next. This is definitely my second favorite drama of the year, besides Protect the Boss. October 2nd brought Vampire Prosecutor. It's a CSI murder mystery type show with a bit of a twist. That's my vampire voice. The main character is a vampire good guy that can relive the final moments of a victim's life by either ingesting their blood or by looking at the blood splatter at a crime scene. Using his extra vampire insight on their deaths, he and his team help to solve the mystery. First off, let me say they did not skimp on the budget. The special effects are totally awesome, and the fight and chase sequences are really, really high budget. Besides Iris, I'd have to say this is one of the best produced K-dramas I've ever seen. However, the special effects and amazing camera work cannot save me from the disappointment I felt with this show. The main character, Vampire Dude, is supposed to come across as like cool and deep, but I just find him uninteresting and boring. And every episode will slip in a little flashback of like, hey, this guy has a reason for being sad and emotional. You know, we're hinting at that. But frankly, I don't really care because they haven't really developed his character. He acts the same in every single episode.
My eyes turn blue and I am super strong. And I also drink bloods.
Why aren't your eyes blue then?
Does this mean that I lost my job?
Yep. Come on! You're a vampire! I love vampires! You should be interesting just because of your vampiric nature! Aren't you gonna, like, burn up in the sun? No? What about sparkling in the sun? No? Wait, maybe you're gonna, like, fight off your inner vampire instincts to, like, bite and maim every human you see? No? Wait, do you have some, like, secret, uncontrollable dark side that only comes out at night and you have to, like, struggle with your vampire nature and so you become a prosecutor in an attempt to balance that out? No, you just drive your car everywhere.
See, vampires are used so often lately in TV shows and movies because they're really interesting. Their immortality gives us, the viewers, really deep insights into our own humanity, the values of living and our habits as humans, and the importance of our ability to die. By vampires being more than human, they give us really important insights on the human condition. This show, though, has none of that. They just slapped on the word vampire on a boring guy who drinks blood, and they gave him none of the depth or importance or awesomeness that vampires have.
And unfortunately, the vampire is actually the best character in the whole show. The rest of the characters are really cliche. I'm a hot-headed bumbling cop. I'm a young techie intern. I'm a super hot cleavage-flaunting pathologist. And I'm a rookie female detective who wants to be taken seriously. See, I could actually pass by all this lack of character building and focus on the crime and solving mystery part of the show, but I just can't. Why is that? Because every episode has some random scene or random event of the characters doing something incredibly stupid, and they make decisions that no one with a drop of common sense would actually make. It totally takes me out of the moment and has me just like yelling at the screen. Let me give you some examples. Episode 1. The vampire prosecutor has to secretly drink some blood. Does he go to his car? Does he go to a washroom? Does he go to a private office? No. He chooses to go into a public elevator and he reaches up and he crushes the camera with his hand. I gotta tell you, that whole thing was recorded. So that means the security guard is gonna be like, huh, the camera's not working. And then he's gonna check it, and then he's gonna see you reaching up with superhuman strength and crushing a camera with his palm. Great job, way to remain secret. Hey, rookie female detective, don't be surprised when you pay a visit to a rape suspect alone at his studio and then tell him you have evidence against him. And then he chloroforms you. Great job. Now, I know I'm being really harsh on this drama. It's just that I was so looking forward to this drama. It sounded like such an amazing, fresh idea out of Korea, but it disappointed me so hardcore. I guess you could say it didn't have bite. Yeah! I guess that puts the nail in the coffin. Yeah! I guess you could say they cooked with garlic and scared off all the vampires. Yeah! That one wasn't so strong.
Hope you enjoyed your vitamin-rich sticky cake crunch. See you in January.